Let's go.
Tea or coffee? I have an occasional tea, but I love my coffee. Can't start the day without coffee.
Tea or coffee? Probably coffee.
I'm a coffee drinker. I love coffee. Everyday coffee.
Sam, a property manager.
Hi.
Tea or coffee?
I am definitely a tea person over coffee.
Favourite movie would be Back to the Future. I could skin that, I could watch that over and over. Or maybe even Home Alone. I'm a big kid at heart. I love Home Alone as well. Love it.
Favourite movie? Charlie's Angels. My favourite movie would have to be all the High School Musicals and Step Brothers.
You're 39 years old. I would not expect you to call him Dad.
Well, I'm not going to, ever. Even if there's a fire.
Dirty Dancing. I love Dirty Dancing and I love the soundtrack too.
My favourite fast food order would be a KFC Twister box with supercharged sauce and a breast piece of chicken.
Yeah.
With a Pepsi Max.
Go too fast with Macca's, has to be Macca's. Can never go wrong.
A basic instinct wrap from Schnitz with an aioli sauce on the side.
Probably McDonald's. You can't go wrong with a cheeseburger or chicken nuggets.
Dream job as a kid would be an NBA player.
I wanted to be a vet and work with horses.
Dream job as a kid?
My dream job as a kid was to work and own my own florist. Ooh.
Look at this one.
My dream job as a kid, probably to become a teacher. And then here I am, king real estate, married a real estate agent, and I'm thrown into this business.
What's the weirdest smell you've ever smelt?
The weirdest smell I've ever smelled would probably be my boyfriend's farts.
I think the weirdest smell, there'd be two. I went into a house infested with mould. It was just absolutely disgusting. And on another occasion, sewage had spilt, through all the toilets and in a home, and that was absolutely foul. That was bad.
The weirdest smell, extreme mould in a property. Yeah.
The weirdest smell I've ever smelt. Well, I have 4 kids, so there's a lot of, weird smells over the years changing nappies. So yeah, I suppose that.
Joke. I've got a great joke about construction, but I'm still working on it.
It's a pretty cheesy joke. What's a real estate agent's favourite song?
I don't know.
For Lease, Navidad.
Oh.
Cheesy, I know.
Tell us a joke.
So I've got a great dad joke. That would be, Dad, did you get a haircut? No, son, I got all of them cut. Every time. Oh gosh. That's a good one. I think Keenan's even having a bit of a laugh.
Keenan, are you having a chuckle?
Oh goodness.
My joke that I say all the time is, what did Batman say to Robin before they got into the Batmobile? The answer is, get in the car, Robin. Oh gosh.
Last thing I ate was fried rice.
Last thing you ate?
Birthday cake. The last thing I ate was my lunch, so a toasted wrap with ham and cheese.
The last thing I ate was fried rice.
My wife's homemade fried rice, mine.
Would you rather meet the Red Hot Chili Peppers or Justin Bieber?
Red Hot Chili Peppers or Justin Bieber? Probably Justin Bieber.
I'd meet Justin Bieber.
I would rather meet Justin Bieber. I like Justin Bieber.
Considering I really hate Justin Bieber, I would go for Red Hot Chili Peppers. Those are fighting words. Favourite ice cream would be Choc Top, mint flavoured from Village Cinemas.
Can't go wrong with cookies and cream. Favourite ice cream.
My favourite ice cream is from Cold Rock. So you get the Australian vanilla, and then you get brownie chunks and cookie dough chunks, and you mix it all together. So good.
I do like gelati. You know those ones that you get from it has to be the gelati from the ice cream trucks, those old school ice cream trucks. That's my favourite. In actual fact, when I was pregnant with my last 3 kids, that's all I would crave was the gelati truck. And he used to be outside Baby Bunting in Narre Warren, and one day I found him, and I was heavily pregnant with Levi, he's now 10, and I actually grabbed the guy's shirt and I said, "Where have you been? I need a gelati ice cream now." And he just looked at me like, "What?" I said, "I need your phone number so wherever you are I can find you." So yeah, gelati ice cream.
Favorite season? Summer.
Autumn. Love autumn.
My favourite season is winter.
Spring, I love spring. I do like summer too, but spring is just, the air's changing, the atmosphere's changing, and you're all cooped up from winter. So when you're heading into spring, yeah, you can wear a nice t-shirt, a cardigan, and just it's a cozy time of year for me.
Charity that would be close to our heart is Foster Care Australia. So my wife and I make crisis packs up for foster children in need. There's a lady that's located in the southeast. She's got a huge warehouse and she stores these crisis packs for children in need. And you'd be surprised how many children are in need of these crisis packs. So they consist of, like underwear, toothpaste, toothbrush, just your general essentials. But they come in a cute little backpack and they've really just blessed so many children.
A charity that is close to your heart?
A charity close to my heart, anything that's animal related.
So a charity that is close to my heart is Challenge, which supports kids with cancer, as my little cousin has NF1, which means that any cells or anything in her body can turn into tumours, and she'll have that for the rest of her life. So she'll always be prone to get cancer. Yeah, my little goddaughter cousin, yeah.
And how old is she?
She is, she's 5, so she's in prep, and she has a small tumour on one of her optic nerves. She has had chemo a couple of times and a few other tests and drugs. She has a little port under her chest, and that's where the chemo goes.
A charity close to my heart would be foster children in need. My family, Keenan and I and our kids, we make up crisis cases for children who are in foster care. I have a couple of friends who have been brought up in the foster care system here in Melbourne, and you will be so surprised at how many children in our local community actually live in foster care and who are taken out of their home at all hours of the night with whatever clothes they've got on their back. Most often nappies, mismatched clothes, nothing, they just have to leave with what they have. And often children, as adults who have been in the foster care system, will tell you that they used to leave with just a plastic bag. Sometimes they could just get a plastic bag with their belongings in it. So what we do is we make up crisis cases for children in need. And in this beautiful crisis case, what I normally do is I go to Kmart, I buy a big overnight weekend bag, fill it up with pajamas, socks, underwear, hairbrush, toothbrush, toothpaste, sanitary items for teenagers, clothes, jumpers. Like there's always a big high demand for tracksuit pants, jumpers, socks and underwear and things like that. And I always include in the care packs books. I always get like little headbands, hair ties, books, and I put them in there. And I'm thinking, if it could just stay with this child forever and they can have a book, or just know that someone cares about them, someone loves them enough to buy them brand new things. Yeah, so that's really like my charity. That is my #1 charity. We love to do that. And yeah, there's a lady in our local area who picks it up, or I drop it off to her place, and she has them all ready to go, age and gender appropriate, and she hands them out to people at all hours of the night whenever they need these crisis packs.
Would you rather have a nosy neighbour or a noisy neighbour?
Well, I have both. Just kidding. I'd rather a noisy neighbour, because the noise doesn't always last long, but a nosy neighbour is, it's annoying.
I don't know, a noisy neighbour or a nosy neighbour. Probably a noisy neighbour.
I would rather have a nosy neighbour, just so I can, plot little things to get them to stop peeking into my house.
How do I even answer this? Because I've got both. Gosh, oh gosh. I hope my neighbours aren't actually, yeah, my neighbours actually are probably going to see this. Yeah, my neighbours are going to see this video, so I'd probably go with the nosy neighbour. That way I can just close my blinds, which is what I actually do now. I have to close my blinds sometimes and just block people out. So I'd go the nosy neighbours. What do you love about your job?
I love everything about my job, the flexibility, the staff, the people that I get to speak to every day, and making clients happy as well.
I love meeting new people. Every day is different. You just get to meet all sorts of people from all walks of life, and just helping them. Everyone needs a roof over their head. So whether they're renting a home or buying a home, you're involved in such a huge transaction of their life. It's very fulfilling.
There's nothing to hate about my job, so what I love about my job is probably everything.
I love that I get to work with my husband. I love our staff. I love that we're a family sort of team here. We're all quite close. I love that I can bring my kids in here on holidays. I love that we can bring pets in here. I love that we get to connect with awesome people, awesome clients, and make really long-lasting friendships through our work. And yeah, I get to work with my best friend every day, Keenan, so bonus.
If you were a crayon, what colour would you be?
I'd be red.
An orange crayon.
If I was a crayon, I would be purple.
Probably yellow, because yellow is always nice and bright and bubbly and happy.
The weirdest thing I've seen in someone's house? Nothing yet. I don't know.
Nothing yet, but I'm sure I'm going to experience something very crazy.
I don't know. I don't really go into people's, I don't know. Yeah, pass.
At an open home, I didn't open one of the bedrooms. Now this was the owner's son. His mum always wanted, make sure you tidy your room, do your bed. I'm doing an open home, and then I open the door and I see a spread of inappropriate magazines all over his bed. So that wasn't a great sight. So that was quite awkward, actually. Very awkward.
Oh, I have to add this question in. Did you tell him to move it, or did his mum tell him to put them away?
Oh look, as soon as I saw them, I just put them under the bed. Just grabbed them and I put them straight under the bed.
Would you rather sound like Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck for the rest of your life?
It'd have to be Mickey, because you can't understand Donald. At least you can understand Mickey.
I'd probably say Mickey Mouse, just because I don't want to sound like a duck.
So funny.
I would rather sound like Donald Duck over Mickey Mouse for the rest of my life, just because I think the way he talks is hilarious.
Mickey Mouse, because you can understand him. Donald Duck is like so yeah, no, Mickey Mouse.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Dogs or cats? Show us your pet.
Dogs or cats, definitely a dog person. But I have horses.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs, definitely dogs. Love dogs. I have a little puppy. He's 6 months old. His name's Archie. He's a little King Charles Cavalier crossed with a Spaniel. Yeah, that's the only pet I've got.
Dogs. I prefer dogs.
Would you rather eat a bowl of crickets or worms for $1 million?
I'd eat worms, because it'd be like spaghetti. Just put it in there. I'd just picture eating spaghetti and I would just chug it. I would just chop. Yeah, worms. Worms.
For $1 million, I'd probably rather eat a bowl of crickets over a bowl of worms. Because worms are slimy and gross, and crickets have a little bit of crunch to them. And no guts.
I would probably eat a bowl of crickets for $1 million. Heck, I'd even eat a bowl of crickets for $500,000. The worms, I couldn't do it. It's too like slimy, and I have a fear of worms. But the crickets, I'd have to just crunch them. It'll kind of be like those, you know, when you go to teppanyaki, how they like squash down the prawns and you just eat the legs. It'll probably be like that. So crickets.
I would rather eat a bowl of worms over crickets, just because the worms would just slide down. You wouldn't have to chew, just swallow them down. It'd be fine.
Would you rather live in the White House or Buckingham Palace?
I think Buckingham Palace, it's so grand. Just so grand. You'd have everything at your fingertips, really. So yeah, Buckingham Palace, I'd say.
I'd probably rather live in the White House rather than Buckingham Palace.
Because?
It sounds more fun. And it's in America rather than England. England's too cold.
Yeah, probably Buckingham Palace.
I would rather live in the White House compared to Buckingham Palace because it's in America, and I know that Kim Kardashian will come to visit me, for sure.